Hello, welcome back. I'm at the Homestead, as you can see, but I'm not stopping. I've had a phone call to go and pick up a letter from the doctor. They found something else in my blood tests, so we'll find out once I've sorted this. I'm having to wait for somebody to turn up. I'm not quite sure what it is. There's a local agricultural college going to open up in the area, and they wanted to come and have a look at the homestead and to have a chat. But first thing first, I was going through the house the other day. I thought I'll collect all the packets of seeds and bring them down, so at least then I can have all my seeds in one place.
After 25 years living in London, I've returned to my birthplace amongst the mountains of the South Wales valleys. Join me as I journey my new life with plans of growing my own food and ultimately creating my own homestead. Videos are posted every week, so if you like this one, give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button.
Seems to be all these packets of seeds are the ones that you have free when you buy a book. So we've got Cosmos, Lavaterra, what are these ones? I think I've had these ones for a while. I'll have to check the dates. Courgettes, fennel, celery. Oh no, celery. Yes, that's right. I thought that was something else then. Cauliflower. Right, they're still valid till 2028. And asters. Graceland. What's Graceland? Must be a herb or something. No, it's a flower. Antirrhinums, spring onions. I found about 3 packets of those. Spinach, which I can sow now. Broccoli. Scorzonera, which is an old one that was in the Victorian Kitchen Garden TV series. Sage. Thyme. Carrot. Peas. And some honesty, which I sowed the last time I was down here, but nothing has appeared so far. That's not what I can say about the cabbages. The ones outside that I did from seed are very slow, but the ones indoors are ready for potting on, I think. But like I said, not today, because I've got things to do. But I'm very impressed by my potatoes. It is nice to feel the sun on the skin. Very good for the old vitamin D. Now, these are my Christmas potatoes, and I am thoroughly impressed by the quality of them, but I have to keep my eye on the forecast, because if frost is due, I need to put them into the summer house. Now, I could put them in now, but if we get days like this where it's nice and warm, they could come on a bit too quick. It's all about slow and steady. But look at them. And I don't have to earth them up, because they've already got earth all the way up to the top. So I think, if all goes according to plan, Christmas Day, I'll be having a nice meal of new potatoes. Also got a very nice dahlia. I can't remember what the name of that one is. I like to look at this tree here and just see the sun going through the leaves. Look at that. The river looking semi-fierce there. I'm surprised it's not up higher after all the rain that we've had over the last week or two. London friend tells me that last Friday I think it was, they had torrential rain. First time they've had a good soak of rain since about May. So he was waiting to turn over his allotment. There's no point trying to turn it over if it's been dry all summer. It would be like trying to turn concrete. But 24 hours of solid rain, then it turns into chocolate cake. These are those plug plants I've had. They've taken a lot better than plug plants I've had in the past. And this in the pot is a pink willow. But haven't decided where it's going yet, hence why it's still in the pot. Now, according to this, which I do not believe, it's 24 degrees. I'm not impressed by this product. Look at that. In a short space of time, it's got condensation inside, and you would think, seeing as it was billed as an outdoor clock, it wouldn't have done that. And also the paper is starting to shrivel up a bit with the moisture. So, not impressed with it at all. I must check on the beans here. I know a lot of people want to have some seed off me. Now, if these could dry out in the next few days, that would be very good. So I'll have to check the forecast. See, they're quite dry. In fact, let's have a look at the bean in there. In fact, I'll take that one off. I'll put that in the shed. There they are. Quite big beans. So we saved quite a few of them because a few people in London want to try them as well. I think I'll have more than enough to give out. I'm also going to give some to people in the gardening club. They almost look purple there in the sunshine. Right, I'm not going to keep them in direct sunshine because they'll shrivel up. So what I will do is I'll just pop them to one side. That's a reminder. I want to take the measuring tape home to do something in the garden. So I'll pop them there out of direct sunlight because I don't want them shriveled up like you see those people on the continent. It's a shame to leave, but I have to go and collect my eggs. Just take one last shot of that blue sky, because when will I see it next? I do not know. Look at these here. Beautiful roses in the park. So I'm just going down the high street. I think I'll cut through the new basketball. Apparently this thing costs hundreds of thousands of pounds. Oh, nice relaxing day today. They tell me that apparently there's a storm coming in the next few days. I haven't heard anything about this, so I'll have to check the weather. Torrential rain for 3 days. So those Christmas potatoes, I might be moving them into the summer house sooner than later. Autumn is certainly here. So I left the homestead at 1 o'clock, and as I did, I sent the people a text saying, can't wait any longer, gotta go, things to do. Then got a text to say, we were there at 5 to 1. Well, I was still there then, so I don't know. But anyway, I've been shopping. Got some HP sauce, because I like that on my scrambled egg of a morning. Also, I've got a health update. Bought these for the cats. I couldn't decide which one they liked, so I had to buy 2. I'm going to have to run a test again. And And then these are the eggs from the farmer, which I'm surprised if they're still all whole, because they've been taken around the village. So I went for a walk to get my steps up. But I've only done 6,000 steps today, but you've got to start slow. Now, thanks for all your advice in the last video regarding my vitamin D, was it D? Vitamin D deficiency. I have got a box of tea bags. But I'm going to try to caffeinated tea for a while, which I have had in the past. It just takes a bit of getting used to. So I will have one of them now. My throat is a bit sore today. Right, let's pop the milk in there, give it a chill. The clocks will be changing this weekend, won't they? Sunday morning, Saturday night. Time is certainly speeding on. Apparently there's a storm coming. So I need to look into it in order to protect my potatoes. I can't remember if I've already told you that today. But I better to tell you twice than not tell you at all, isn't it? Now, I had a text off the doctor. I thought all the results had come in yesterday, but apparently they haven't. So who knows? We could have a new disease every day of the week this week. But apparently it's come back and I am pre-diabetic. So I've got a food plan and an exercise plan to follow. And I'll quickly go through that with you now if you're interested. Breakfast, 2 boiled eggs, toast with butter, grilled mushrooms. Another breakfast is scrambled eggs, spinach and toast. So very similar to what I'm already having now. But it seems to be the main meals are just small baked potato, oh, my eyes are not very good at the moment. Small baked potato, baked salmon, lean beef, roast chicken, so there's no sausages or things like that. Slow cooked chicken for Sunday lunch with carrots and leeks and mashed swede. Very nice. Is there a sweet potato? I haven't seen any yet. No, there is no sweet potato, surprising. Because I thought there would have been. Oh yes, baked sweet potato on day 5. But all the doctor said was, you've got pre-diabetes, we need to test you in a few months. Just go on the app and get the information off there. Well, first of all, I couldn't find the app because the link was dead. And then I finally did find it. And I thought, if anybody's got advice, it's going to be you lot. Because I would imagine there's a lot of us who are pre-diabetic in the gang. So I will look forward to reading your advice below. Now I've also got a 7-day workout sheet based on the equipment that I've got in the house. So for example, it says 30 minutes on the treadmill after dinner. After I've had my dinner, 30 minutes on the treadmill, light stretching before bed. Then the next day, 20-minute treadmill in the morning. 10 minutes dumbbell routine. Day 3, 30-minute brisk walk outdoors or on the treadmill if it's raining. Then 40 minutes on the treadmill, alternative pacing every 5 minutes. Day 5, 15 minutes of light weights and core work. Day 6, 30 minutes on the treadmill, but after dinner. That's interesting. Day 7, 45 minutes, easy treadmill stroll, and stretch session before bed. Aim for consistency, not perfection. Step outside for 10 to 15 minutes sunlight daily. Even if it's not sunny, it says. I better get a waterproof coat then. So that is it. That is the new lifestyle. Take your vitamin D spray with your breakfast and a little milk. Apparently you need a bit of fat with your vitamin D. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Snack on small apples or nuts, which I happened to buy a load of nuts the other day, didn't I? Oh, and the other breakfast, because I've got oats up there, is Greek yogurt with nuts and cinnamon. Oatmeal, is that the same as porridge oats? With milk, cinnamon and berries. So I've printed this out so I can put it on the wall, so I don't have to keep going onto my phone to try and find it. And the exercise one, I'll put that next door to the treadmill. So who knows where we'll be in 6 months. But they do say summer bodies are made in the winter. So who knows. So the tea has not been kicked to the curb just yet. It might be good to have a rest from the caffeine for a while. I didn't have a very good night's sleep last night again. But that's because I took the spray before I went to bed. And as it said on the app I read somewhere, it said take the spray in the morning because it can make you, once it goes into the bloodstream, it can make you quite, want to get up and go. And if you're doing that just before you go to bed, then you won't sleep well, like I did last night. And I woke up with a terrible headache this morning and a dry throat, so I had to come down and have one of these big pots of water. I need to dig out my water bottle. I have one somewhere. I still haven't sorted these cupboards. There's 2 cupboards here, which when I moved in, I shoved the boxes in, and I haven't gone through the boxes. So maybe we can do that on the next one. Especially if what I hear on the vine, it's going to be awful. This rain is coming. So we can do that when the rain comes. But yes, it's certainly been a roller coaster of a few days. Let's hope tomorrow I don't get another text from the doctor going, oh, we found something else. But anyway, of course, I will include all this on my diary as we go along. Hold on. Oh dear. When I woke up this morning about 4 o'clock and I was sweating buckets, I came down here and I made myself, I think it's all gone now, I need to buy more. I made myself a lemon and ginger drink. Yes, I need to buy some more ginger. Oh no, there it is. Got a tiny bit of ginger left. So I'll put that on the shopping list. I'm not going to do my shopping online for the next few months. I'm going to try and go to the shops. Because even just walking around the aisles, trying to find things, especially if you don't know what's there, then that'll certainly get the exercise. I'm trying to find where a Sainsbury's is. In London, I always used to go to Sainsbury's before I went to Waitrose. Waitrose is a bit too far away. Last time I went, it took about an hour and 20 minutes to get there. So I'm going to see where the Sainsbury's is. I think there's one down in a place called Talbot Green, which I haven't been to for decades. So that could be a little trip out. But I am trying not to get it to go into the... I only want to go in the car now for long journeys, not for just going down to the street. Because I timed it today. From my house to my nearest village high street is 2,500 miles, 2,500 steps, and they've told me to try and aim for 10,000 steps a day. Although I remember seeing a video online saying that the difference between 8,000 and 10,000 steps is so small that it isn't worth it. So we'll just take one step at a time. Right. I'm going to enjoy my decaffeinated Yorkshire tea. See, I can't taste any difference to it whatsoever. And I'll catch up with you again. Hopefully we'll have some better news and that all these tests are finally finished. But I look forward to reading your comments below. So from me until next time, bye for now.